You've probably been pressured by family members or friends to support one political candidate over another, and the encouragement to conform can be large, but it's important to choose a candidate whose ideas and goals align with your own. But how? Sometimes there are quizzes online that you can take, though the accuracy of those varies. The most surefire way to find your preferred candidate takes a little more research and work. Here are some ways you can do it efficiently. Research each candidate's past, including their history of beliefs, political involvement, achievements, education, career, and values. If they have an overall nasty track record in your opinion, legally or otherwise, then maybe move on to someone else. Check their social media, watch some of their previous speeches or debates, read up about them in the news. The character of a possible leader is very important. Think about the issues that you care about the most. Think about what you think the ideal solutions or improvements to those issues should look like. If you were in office, what would you do? Then look at each candidate and see which problems they care about the most. If they're similar to you in that regard, then look at what their proposed solutions are. Look for similarities, but keep in mind that ideas are endless, so it might not always be a perfect match. Just because you don't completely agree with a candidate doesn't mean you should completely rule them out. A lot of times, it's about choosing the best fit out of a select group of people. Always keep in mind your personal experiences and identity. Oftentimes, this can lead people in one direction or another. For example, you're not likely to vote for someone who is against labor unions if you're a benefiting member of a labor union. If you're not a fan of the idea of socialized healthcare, then you probably wouldn't vote for someone who is. Your beliefs should be yours, founded upon who you are and what your values are. After you've chosen a possible candidate, think about whether they display the qualities of a good leader. This can be subjective, but usually a good leader has integrity, level-headedness, and a good moral compass. They will accept invitations to debate, take the opinions of those they lead seriously, and overall try to lead their people in a good direction. Are they friends or close associates with well-known bad people or organizations? Do they name-call or blame others a lot? Do they evade questions and promise very grandiose things? These things aren't good signs, and if you notice a pattern of them, it's probably best to look to a different candidate. It's also important to consider where they get the funding for their campaign. Is it sketchy or unethical? Though you shouldn't be swayed by other people's pressures, paying attention to how others view a candidate can be helpful. Is the general consensus negative or positive? What does polling data say about this person and their influence? Make sure to check for the poll's credibility, though. Does the candidate have experience with foreign countries? If so, do the candidate and the leaders of those foreign countries seem to respect and cooperate with each other? Like we said before, sometimes you are forced to choose between two or more people that you don't perfectly align with. It is your responsibility and right to vote in every election, even if you don't like either of the candidates. It's important to choose the one you believe is better and cast your ballot. Remember, you may say or think that you don't care about politics, but politics definitely cares about you and will impact your everyday life. So go out and vote. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other quick civics videos.